Alright, so I'm sitting here with Matt and Julio of GTA,
It's me.
otherwise known as, what's the acronym?
Good times
Good Times
ahead.
Ahead.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You guys changed your name. This is you guys' first time in Reno, right?
Yeah, actually, this is our first time.
So we have a pretty close-knit community out here. Have you guys heard about the Reno scene at all? The Reno race scene?
Not too much. I just
No.
heard you guys turn up a lot. I
Yeah.
really love bass music.
So you guys haven't played yet, but what's the atmosphere look like to you guys? You guys go up there, see?
I actually haven't been out there yet.
Okay.
I'm full on surprise for me.
Yeah, we're pretty much going out there blindfolded right now. But we hear 'em, that's for sure.
Yeah. Apparently it's gonna be sold out, or it is sold out.
Yeah. So Cargo has a pretty diehard fan base, and being their 6-year anniversary party, I think it's gonna be. I think you guys are in for
Oh fuck yeah!
quite a show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're excited for them.
Anniversary, hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So you guys are from Miami originally, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys both knew each other growing up, or did you guys meet each other in Miami at some point and start making music together?
We kind of met around college, I think, I'm assuming 2011. But yeah, I mean, we met on Facebook through a mutual friend, and I hit him up on Facebook, kind of on some, teach me how to produce type stuff. And so, yeah, through that, we ended up meeting up in person and just hit it off, in the studio, made something. And that one thing ended up, turning into something where, we were kind of just in a position to continue. And we're yeah, let's keep doing this.
Yeah, that first track, actually, we sent it randomly to Afrojack, had just started his label. And we sent it to him, and he was like, man, I want to sign this. And we're like, what the fuck? Freaking out. It was our first interaction with any big DJ or anything like that. We were just freaking out. And we just thought of man, the first song we make together wants to get, picked up by Afrojack.
Sure.
I think we got something here.
That's awesome. And what song was that?
It actually never came out because we had a really crazy sample on it.
Oh, for sure.
But it's called It's Time. And it signifies that it's GTA time.
So, on music note, you guys, this is pretty fresh too, but you guys just had a song release on Mousetrap.
Yeah.
But the album was Mouseville Level 1, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. What's the story behind that?
Well, we've been working with Mouse and his team for a really long time. So they had an opportunity to hey man, we're looking for some tracks that we would really like to have a few different people on for the EP. And so we just sent them that one, and we're like, man, it's the perfect kind of weird vibe to try to send for Mousetrap. We thought, and it's a song that we've actually we've had there for probably 3 years old.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, we just we'd always play at underground clubs and stuff like that. We have a ton of tracks like that, and it just happened to be the right place, right time kind of thing to put it out. And as soon as we sent it, they loved it, and they're like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's put it out.
Yeah, that song's something like.
Yeah.
Something like. Yeah, it's a really cool album. As soon as it came out, I was listening to it. So you have Dead Mouse on there with Monophobia, the huge song.
Yeah.
Getter's new song is pretty cool, and then you guys, I thought it fit really nicely. It was a cool change up from the vibe of that album. So
Yeah.
kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
It's me throwing you kudos.
Thanks, man.
Also on music, you guys just came back from Spain, right?
Yeah.
Or not pretty recently, I guess. I think I read on Instagram that you guys busted out 14 tracks in 14 days or something like that.
Yeah.
A huge I was looking at the list on Instagram and all these artists you guys are working with. It's
Yeah.
Tell me all about that.
So these guys that we worked with, it's all obviously in Spanish. It's all gonna be Spanish music, but they're different, singers, songwriters, rappers, producers. These guys, Beauty Brain, are producers. We have made a bunch of really dope club tracks with them. They're huge in Spain. They just make super dope
Club music.
yeah, just super dope club music, festival music, kind of we make. Everybody else, for the most part, are pretty much singers and rappers. We have Miss Nina, she's super dope. Brisa Fenoy, Young Beef is a really dope rapper.
Becky Span
is a dope producer from Tenerife, which is an island in the Canary Islands.
Okay.
Danny Romero is another really good vocalist. I think he's gonna be huge.
Yeah. So much more.
Yeah, there's just a few other guys and it's just such an incredible experience. You know, like we're both born and raised in Miami. Like I'm Cuban, he's Honduran. Like we've had like Spanish music and all those sounds in our veins for forever. And so it's just so cool to like work with so many artists and stuff that just get exactly like what we're doing. And that's how we knocked out so many tracks in so little time. You know, like we just had so many ideas sitting there, and they're just like, I got this. Like I know exactly what to do. It was super dope.
Yeah,
That's great.
For sure.
So I mean, now I don't even know. Like we've been planning to do just like a little EP, but I mean, I don't even know. It might be something bigger now because we have so many songs.
So much content.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, what was the experience like out there? It's got to be kind of cool, and I anticipate you guys were just kind of like locking yourself in the studio and just busting out tracks and beats
Yeah,
and
I mean,
everything.
pretty much the way it went was, you know, we'd wake up in the morning, walk down the street, have some ham,
That's very
some
important.
croissant ham sandwiches, because that's what you do in Spain.
I'm very
Yeah,
important.
you gotta try that in Spain. And then, you know, basically from like noon till like 2 in the morning, we'll be in the studio.
Yeah, every day. It was like 4 days straight.
And it's like, you know, like constant working, and you never really realize how long you're in there. You're in there, you come out, and it's pitch black, dark at night.
Yeah.
And it was like that for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Go to sleep for like a few hours, wake up again, do it all like just back to back.
Yeah.
Do it all over again.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
It was
awesome.
cool, but we had so we had 3 different rooms going at the same time, where Julio would be producing in one room, I would be in another room, and then our homie Frank was in another room, just like recording some vocals and stuff. So we would like just constantly like shift between 3 different rooms.
Oh, very
So
cool.
then like we'd be with a writer or someone in one room working on one beat, and then they'd have some kind of idea going already. So then we'd be like, all right, go to the tracking room and like get it down on the thing, and then while they're tracking, we'd also like keep working on the beat and stuff. So just like it's really cool.
Sure. That's cool. All right, so let me backtrack for a second. I'm gonna go back to your track on Mousetrap.
Yeah.
I think on Instagram, on the caption, I think you guys mentioned you have something lined up like with the man himself.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's Dead Mouse. Like
Yeah.
Working with Dead Mouse.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that at all? Can you say anything? The conceptual.
Yeah, I mean I guess he's already been talking about it, but he's been doing that. We're planning that arena tour. Whereas he's gonna have like it's like half gaming, like PUBG tournament, and then like there's gonna be like a concert after or something like that. So like all the details are still being worked out, but I know he's been like talking about it a lot, and like all the planning that's going into it and everything. But hopefully it's looking to be we're gonna be on a few of those shows and like being in the tournaments and playing fucking killing people on PUBG and shit.
Nice. So you guys have I would say, and you guys even kind of brand yourself with like depths of genres. So to further that, you guys kind of jump around everywhere.
Yeah.
How do you guys like? And it's a battle to stay like relevant and always like on top of it, and like putting out like new fresh stuff that you identify with, everybody else can identify. Like, what do you guys do to do so? Or is that just kind of like in the genes?
I mean, like, I guess it kind of helps that we travel a lot. So for us, it's kind of like we're just exposed to it, and like we listen to DJs play new stuff all the time. So we're fortunate enough to like, you know, be around it. But yeah, I mean, we also do our fair share, like going on SoundCloud and hitting our friends up for new music and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Sure.
just kind of stay in the loop. And I mean, one of the big things that we've always wanted, like we've always done, is trying to make something new. You know?
Yeah, for
like
sure.
we've always never want to make the same thing again. And I mean, maybe to a fault at times, but you know, we're just like constantly pushing to like have something different and new, and like not really have something sound the same as it did, or as another GTA song, or somebody else's song, hopefully.
Excellent. Okay, so let's talk about shows. Where are you guys playing at next? We kind of talked about maybe some shows with Dead Mouse, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Where you guys
next,
playing next?
actually on Wednesday we leave to Europe again. We're playing a show in Germany,
oh, very
and
cool.
then next day we go to Moscow,
Yeah.
and then, oh wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong tour.
That's the next one.
So that's the next tour, and that's at the end of August. So yeah, we're on the next one. We're doing Estonia. We're doing
Budapest,
Netherlands.
Estonia, Budapest, Amsterdam.
Estonia, Budapest, Amsterdam. And then we have a few days off that we're going to be in
Ukraine and
Amsterdam.
Spain. And that's it.
Yeah. Working in Amsterdam for a few days. And then, yeah, we have Ukraine and Spain. And then head back home for a week. And then, yeah, I think the weekend after that, we have like Vegas and like another show.
Well, now it's Montreal and Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah. Montreal, like, we don't know where the fuck we're going. We're just going there. And we're playing. Now, I mean, we're pretty much everywhere. We have a pretty busy schedule, as you've heard. And then at the end of August again, yeah, like I said, we're doing the Germany show, we're doing Moscow, then we're doing 6 days in China, then coming back home. And then we should be home for a little bit, but pretty much got shows every weekend for the next fucking forever.
Nice. So the last show you guys just did, was that Bass Rush?
Bass Rush,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Julio a minute ago, and he was saying you guys closed it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 Planet.
Yeah.
And you guys had I think you said it was a death set, so some like super heavy bass music you guys were playing.
Death set.
How did everybody react? Was it like going mental?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of similar to our EDC set. So on the EDC, we played at the bass pod, which is all, dubstep and bass music. And we kind of just, like we always play to the crowd, and especially if we're on like a certain stage or like a certain thing, we're going to definitely swing heavily into that kind of genre. So, I mean, it was dope. It was cool that we get to like really go in depth into those kind of genres and like to show everybody what we got, even if we don't think we're fucking dubstep headliner kind of thing. Like we can fucking bring it, and people were going nuts, and like it was dope. Super dope.
That's great.
Especially coming after 12 Planet, John is a man. He's fucking so dope.
He's pretty hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that too.
Well, shoot, that's about it. That's all I got for you guys.
Okay, cool.
I really appreciate you guys sitting down. I can't wait to see you guys play here. Coming up in like 10 minutes. So.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
Anything you guys want to throw out there before we wrap it up?
We are GTA. Good times ahead. Follow us at We Are GTA on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, fucking LinkedIn. I don't know, everything.
Everything, yeah. Shout out to all our friends, fans out here in Reno. We're gonna bring that shit. I need to see all these bass heads go crazy. And there's like 7 mosh pits out there.
Yeah. Happy 6th year anniversary.
Hell yeah.
It's fucking rage.
Bass camp, baby.
Let's do it.